Good morning, Mrs. Rob's producers.
Good morning, Mrs. Wagner's ecosystem.
Good morning, Mrs. Turcotte's consumers.
Good morning, Mrs. Wagner's class.
Good morning, Mrs. Maring's habitat.
Good morning, Mrs. Wagner's ecosystem.
Good morning, Mrs. Desiro's prey.
Good morning, Mrs. Wagner's ecosystem.
Good morning, Mrs. Rogers' food chain.
Good morning, Mrs. Wagner's ecosystem.
For share, we would like to explain some vocabulary words that you have heard as our class has been learning about the ecosystem.
A food chain describes how energy and nutrients move through an ecosystem.
A producer is when plants make their own food through a process called photosynthesis. A decomposer is an organism that decomposes material.
A consumer eats plants or animals to get energy. An ecosystem is a natural system of living and non-living things interacting in their environment.
A habitat is the natural home of an animal or plant.
A carnivore is an animal that eats meat.
A herbivore is an animal that eats plants.
An omnivore is an animal that eats both plants and animals.
A predator is an animal that hunts other animals.
Prey is an animal that is hunted by other animals for food.
So a food chain is how energy moves through an ecosystem. An example of a food chain would be grass, grasshopper, frog, snake, hawk. For our activity, we want to make a food chain for the whole classroom. Let's make a food chain! Please take a moment to look and talk about the picture you receive in your classroom. Think where your animal might belong in the food chain. Is your animal a producer, a consumer, ready to play the game? Give us a thumbs up if you're ready.
Oh, look at him. Oh, my teeth.
Let's start with Group A. Which class do you think has the producer?
Have your teacher.
Have your teacher raise their hands if you think you have the producer.
Here she is. She's got it.
Yes, Mrs. Rob, you are right. Next, which might have a consumer that eats the clover?
Yes, Mrs. Turtle.
Yes, Mrs. Turcotte's class. Great job. Okay, next class. Next. Which class might have an animal that consumes the snail?
Let's see. Looking for Desiree. There it is. Yep. The frog.
Yes, Mrs. Desiree, you are right. Which animal might eat the frog? Yes, Mrs. Maring, you are right. Leslie, what might eat the bird?
Oh, there it is, the fox. She's got it.
Yes, Mrs. Rogers, you are right. Now for group B.
So put your pictures down for group A.
Put your pictures down for group A. Now for group B. Which class has the producer? Which class has the producer?
Like the key.
Yes. Yes, Mrs. Knock, you are right. Next, which class would eat the soil and plant?
She's got
Yes, Mrs. Downing, you are right. Which animal might eat the worm? Yes, Mrs. Aditi, that is correct. Finally, what might eat a bird? Yes, Mrs. Jessamith, you are right.
Thank you for playing food chain.
Thank you for playing food chain. Thank you, Berlin community, for joining our morning meeting. Back to you, Mr. Boyden.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Wagner's class. Let's give them a round of applause. Nice job. That was fantastic. Wow. They have set the bar high for these Zoom classroom shares this year. Awesome job. That was great. Lots of fun too. You guys are sure learning a lot in Mrs. Wagner's science class. All right. So moving on, we'd like to welcome a new face to our school. Some of you have met Mrs. Chesser. Mrs. Chesser is one of our new school guidance counselors. So you'll see her throughout the building, and some of you have already met her. So I know she's waving there, and we're glad to have you here, Mrs. Chesser. Welcome.
Thank you.
Some announcements. We wanted to mention that these last couple of weeks have been different, and at Berlin Elementary, we know that we are safe, respectful, and ready. So we know that in our world we have COVID-19, we have coronavirus, and our job is to keep everybody safe, respectful, and ready. So with some of the changes these last couple of weeks, having to be home, having to work at home, having to do things like getting a test, it's all to keep everybody safe. So thank you for working hard. That's why I chose that song at the beginning. During when we're in school, if we're not in school, working with your family, working with your teachers to be respectful and ready to be able to come back to school, to come in every day, positive and ready to learn. So wanted to mention that. We also have parents and families yesterday got some information about our school store. So our school store is something that families can look at. You can go online and you can look at some different items that are Berlin Elementary. So t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, scarves, jackets this year, really cool. So talk to your family and see if it's possible that maybe you might be able to, if you haven't already or are still looking to purchase a clothing item. It's really great to have something to be able to show school spirit. So we have that going on now too. All right, now it's time for you to come up and share some of your thoughts on some Mr. Boynton's question and answer session. I would like to ask all of you, we've been in school a month now, what has been an act of kindness that you did or that you have done this first month of school? What is an act of kindness that you have done this first month of school that we are here? So if anybody would like to come up to the computer, to the screen, your teacher will unmute and you can say nice and loudly, what is something that you have done that has been an act of kindness during this first month of school? Mrs. Downing's class, I think, has a hand. Nice and loud. Go ahead, Mrs. Downing's class. Is that Aiden, I think, maybe? Gotta unmute. There you go.
Okay.
So I helped a friend that fell down because of a rock. So I helped that person up and I did some games with him after.
Oh, so nice. Did you hear what he said?
Yes. He helped somebody that had fallen down, helped them up, and then played some games with them after. Nice job. That's perfect.
And I
All
heard
right. This is Ajitzi's class.
So I try to say hi to everyone in my class in the morning.
Awesome. Super simple. Saying good morning, saying hi. She says hi to everybody in her class in the morning. Nice job. Somebody in Mrs. Turcotte's class.
This is Elliot.
Playing games with people at recess.
Playing games with people at recess. Very good. Somebody in Mrs. Rogers' class.
What did you do?
I was quiet when I had to be quiet because being quiet is like really hard for me because I love to talk.
Okay. Great. You're thinking about some self goals. Awesome job. Okay. Kind to others by maybe not distracting them. All right. Mrs. Jessman's class. Somebody there?
Yeah, Robert.
When no one was stuck on a math problem, I helped him.
Excellent. Helping somebody with their work, perhaps. Okay. Let's go back to, let's go back to Mrs. Rogers' class.
Someone was crying and I saw them and I asked them what was wrong.
Very good. Seeing somebody that he said was crying, asked them what was wrong, and went over to help them. Excellent. Mrs. Desiro's class.
Stand up. All right, here's Emma.
Turn the math binders around.
You helped organize the math binders.
Excellent job. Mrs. Maring's class.
When somebody was crying, this guy was being rude to the other guy, and I said, "Please stop."
Nice job.
Nice job. That's a way that we can help prevent bullying, is to speak up and tell others to stop if you see that kinds of stuff. A couple more. Let's do two more. So you have another question after this. Mrs. Knapp's class.
Yep, we have Calvin Miller here.
When someone fell in the Gaga ball pit, I helped them out.
Excellent. And Mrs. Rob's class.
Sing together.
Okay, excellent job. Let's do, I think we have one more, then I have one more question. Mrs. Ajitzi's class, I know somebody was waiting patiently.
I taught one of my classmates how to draw an anime doll.
All right, yeah, teaching a classmate a skill. Very nice, very nice. All right, my second question. This first month of school, we take our time to create classroom expectations. You probably talked about routines in your classroom. You talked about maybe perhaps your classroom rules. We have expectations around our whole school about hallway and cafeteria and outside and using the restroom. So I would like to ask, what is a classroom expectation that you have created in your classroom that you would like to share? Maybe somewhere in your classroom you have these posted, but could anybody share something in their classroom that they have set as a rule that everybody has talked about? Mrs. Downing's class.
One of our class rules is to be safe, be respectful, and be ready.
Okay, those are really powerful, and we use those across our whole school. Some classrooms might have something that might be a little bit more unique for their classroom. Mrs. Jessmith?
All right, we have Kennedy.
Always try your best.
Great, always try your best. Good. Mrs. Wagner's class.
Raise your hand when raise your hand to speak.
Excellent. Nice one. Mrs. Rob's class.
Be kind.
Be kind. Good. Mrs. Turcotte's class.
You either sit crisscross or you sit on your knees.
Okay, so expectations for sitting, which is really showing that you are ready, safe, respectful, and ready. So sitting and showing that you're ready is a good way to get ready to learn. Good one. Mrs. Knapp's class.
We have a Nago here. To respect each other's identities in the classroom.
Did I hear respect each other's identities?
Yeah.
Yep, respect each other's identities in the classroom. Okay, Mrs. Desereau,
Yes,
do I see a hand there?
All right. Yes, here's Priscilla. You were saying.
Walking feet.
Say it louder.
Oh.
Walking feet.
Walking feet, yes. You hear me say that a lot. If someone is running when they're not supposed to be, I'll say walking feet. We walk in school. Good job. Mrs. Maring.
We have Mason and Isabella. Mason
Always help others.
and Isabella.
Sister applesauce with your hand on your gap.
Crisscross applesauce and hands in your lap at the circle.
Nice. Good job. Mrs. Rogers' class.
Safe and walking. Be quiet at quiet time.
Quiet time. Yes, that's great. Let's try Mrs. Downing's class.
Yeah. It would be good to always have a growth mindset.
Growth mindset. Nice. All right. Mrs. Ajitsi's class. These are great.
Full body listening when someone's talking.
Whole body listening when someone's talking. That's really, really good. Think about what that means. Whole body listening. All right. Thank you so much. We'll stop right there with our question and answers. Those are fantastic. Thank you for sharing those things. It's important that we follow our expectations and work together to help make sure that each and every day we're safe, respectful, and ready. Speaking of that, your teachers and the staff here have been working on trying to make sure that you are recognized for those good choices. And we have started our pause. And as you know, we have some classroom celebrations that are starting. We have tubes that are starting to fill up. I just wanted to re-share that our tubes are Green and Gold Day. This is a new one because our school colors are green and gold or green and yellow. And when we earn this tube, we can all wear something that is green or yellow, and it'll show our school spirit. And that one is just starting to get filled there. We have a new one. This one is also new, Favorite T-shirt Day. So this goes for everybody, students and adults. We can all wear our favorite T-shirt when we earn that one. We have Crazy Hair Day, an all-time favorite, and this one is nothing in here yet, but we have that one, Crazy Hair Day. Sports Day. So Sports Day is unique because you could wear something that is a sport that you play. Maybe you have a jersey or something. Maybe you have a favorite team that you might wear. Maybe it's not so much a sport like baseball, basketball, or soccer, but maybe you're into horseback riding, or maybe you're into fishing, and those are sports as well. And maybe there's something that you want to wear or show that is any kind of sports related celebration. Hat Day, look at this one. This is getting to be filled. We're about a third of the way. Hat Day, really popular. You can make a hat. You can make something wild and crazy. You can wear your regular hat, but you can wear it during the day. Other celebrations that we have, as some of you know, is our Berlin Community Bobcat. So when you are recognized for something that goes above and beyond, that helps out a class, your friends, and that is good for our school, a grown-up might recognize you as a Community Bobcat. As you know, we announce these in the morning. Mrs. Renaud announces them, but maybe you didn't know is that I get them and I send these home in the mail with the letter so your family can see it as well. And you hang it on the refrigerator, hang it in your room, wherever you might want, but you'll get something in the mail from Mr. Boynton, which is your certificate and a nice letter. And something else that we do every year in all its glory, the Golden Dustpan. So we have not started this yet, but we are starting it now. The Golden Dustpan is awarded to the class each month that shows that they are keeping their classroom neat and tidy. That might mean keeping your floor clean from maybe scraps after you do a project, making sure that throughout the day things are tidy, making sure that you're helping be responsible for putting things away, but also your hallway cubby. So at the end of the day, making sure that things are taken home, that there's not food in there or garbage. And during the winter, that all of your belongings are hung up in your cubby and not strewn about the floor. So we'll look for all of those things. And if your class is doing that, the glorious golden bing dustpan is what your class could earn. Yep. We also have the Berlin Elementary School Bus of the Month. So this is also something that students can receive. Your bus can get this. It's a big giant magnet, and this can stick on the side of the bus if your bus is showing that everyone is following the expectations, that we don't have any discipline write-ups, everyone's behaving properly, and you get this on the side of the bus for the Bus of the Month. So we'll be doing that again this year as well. All right. So those are a lot of our celebrations. Those are a lot of things that we do to help us follow those expectations that you guys shared with us. So we're very happy with that. And oh my gosh, did you know that already the Principal Challenge is filled? You have filled the Principal Challenge. We had the dance off, and I do want to rematch with Mrs. Ackles. We will have a rematch because I've been practicing my moves, and we will do that. But the new Principal's Challenge tube is filled. So without further ado, this morning, you're going to witness a Principal's Challenge accepted. At this time, I need Mrs. Hines to come join me on Zoom here. If she makes her way down, we are going to do something that we have been talking about for a long time and just have not done it. We are here now to do it. Whew. I have been getting myself ready. I'm getting ready to pucker up. I'm going to put my mask on for a moment, and we're going to share with you a visitor to Berlin Elementary School. Okay. You might want this on your lap. You got it. Da-da-da-da-da-da. We have a baby pig at Berlin Elementary School. Woo, look at him. She is so tiny. How old is she?
She's about a month old.
About a month old baby pig. Look how tiny this baby pig is. Oh, she's looking at the camera. She is saying, hi, everybody at Berlin. Hello, hello. Well, the challenge is accepted. I have been promising that I will kiss a pig or some sort of farm animal, but this is the one we have today. I want to thank Mrs. Hines for bringing in this lovely darling. She is a little nervous, but hey, who wouldn't be when you're ready to hook her up? So let's take a quick look here. We're going to get it nice and close. All right, you guys ready for this? Ooh, ooh. I might tickle her with my beard here. Look at this little pretty nose. Hi, we ready? Okay, here we go. Oh, oh. All right, we're gonna try that again because she wasn't quite ready. Hi there. Oh, it's okay. We ready? Here comes another one right on the kisser. She gonna bite me. Here we go. Hi. Oh, wow. She's so darling. She's so darling. Okay. Well, thank you, Mrs. Hines. We're gonna get her back in her pen because she's a little nervous there, but whew, we did it. She's a filthy little piglet. All right. Thank you, Mrs. Hines, and thank you to our little piggy who came by today and has been quietly in this office this whole time, waiting to get that big smooch. So it has happened. All right. We also, if you have other ideas for principals challenges, please let me know. We always have other ideas. So, whew, thank you. All right. To close up today, we are going to sing or chant our Bobcat song. So not only did you know I can't dance, I also can't sing, but I'm going to start the Berlin chant and you can repeat after me. You don't have to unmute for this unless you want to, but I'm going to say the line and then you repeat. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. We are the Bobcats.
We are the Bobcats.
The mighty, mighty Bobcats.
The mighty, mighty Bobcats.
Everywhere we go.
Everywhere we go.
People want to know
People want to know
who we are.
who we are.
So we tell them
So we tell them
Bobcats are
Bobcats are
safe, safe, safe.
safe, safe, safe.
Respectful and respectful.
Respectful and respectful.
Ready, ready, ready.
Ready, ready, ready.
That's why they call us
That's why they call us
the Berlin Bobcats. All right. Nice job, everybody. Thank you so much for participating today. We hope you enjoyed. And at this time, we're going to all exit. I'm going to hang out with 5th and 6th for just a couple more minutes. So thank you, everyone, and have an excellent day.